Travis Head is David Boon reincarnated.
That is fantastic. I'd say there's a touch more height and a little less girth, but
There's not much in it though. You got to think of it this way. Booney played in an era where you could slap 24 beers. Now, Travis is not allowed to slap 24 beers, but he's not the healthiest human. You can tell out there. And when he took his helmet off after scoring 100 and he was the behind shot, I'm like, geez, that looks like Booney.
Do you know what? I was actually sitting there thinking, do you know what? That's not even a quick single. You've hit that for 6. You have hit that for 6. But you've just given me a little side question, because I've just spent like the last 24 hours thinking, is that the greatest Mo since Merv Hughes? Now that you've mentioned it, is that the greatest Mo since David Boon?
I feel like he wants us to compare him to Booney because they're both very similar, very laid-back characters. Both can hit a cricket ball very, very nicely. I'm sure both can. We know the stories of Booney on those planes, tackling more than a carton of beer on a trip to England. Like, we know the folklore, and I think Travie Head's trying to take a little bit of a leaf out of David Boon. But when I saw him after that 100, I'm like, oh my God, he is 100% David Boon. And that's not a knock on Travis Head.
No, it's
that
not.
is the greatest thing you could ever tell an Australian batsman. Hey, you are the basic spitting image of the greatest folklore cricketer we've ever had.
But do you know what? Now that you've said that, if unfortunately Booney was no longer with us, which thank God he is, the great man, you could almost turn around and say that is Booney reincarnated.
Yeah.
And come on, how many beers do you reckon he pumped last night? They've got a few days off now. Like, he would have given it a nudge.
There'd be no beer left in Perth, put it that way. They had enough beer there too. The other good thing for these boys is they lost day 3, day 4, day 5 of piss.
Yeah.
At that stadium. I reckon Travie Head drank the rest of it.
He's made up for it. He definitely has.
Oh my God. But you can't sit there and say that he's not David Boon. Like, it's a thing of beauty. It's the mustache. It's the gut. It's the fact that it's the physique. It's just the carefree attitude. I saw a couple of great slow-mos of him doing a wink to the opposition or a wink to to Marnus at the other end. I'm like, this is just exactly what Booney would do.
And do you know what? His 100 celebration wasn't over the top like Booney.
No.
Oh, because in all honesty,
no.
If that was you that had just knocked up that ton, your pants would have been off. EP would have been in the middle of the pitch. It would have been windmills for days. That's that is actually a fantastic point. Like I said, that's not a quick single. You've nailed that for 6.
Next question on the yes/no waiting game. Mitch Starc deserved player of the match.
Yes. 100% yes. We were treated to 2. Granted, the first one wasn't for Starc, but we were treated to 2 hat-trick balls. One being a double hat-trick with Scotty Boland. The other being the hat-trick ball in the second innings, but he 100% set that up. He was the reason Australia was still in that. And I tell you, out of every wicket, besides the first, which was nearly dropped, my favourite was that one in the first innings he put through Stokes.
That was beautiful.
That sound, even the commentator said you could set that as your alarm and wake up to that every day. That was just perfect. There was nothing wrong with that. That ball, I think, really just kind of, like, I was pumped already. I was psyched, but my God, I was that hard up for that after that wicket. You should have felt these nipples. Like, my God.
I know that normally your nipples are quite soft, so that is definitely saying something.
Away from my nipples, 100% deserved player of the match. Definitely. Can't question
It's a tricky one, isn't it? Because Starkey played 2 incredible innings. Look, if you go back to Travis Head's first innings, he almost top scored both innings. Yeah. He had 21. And when you look at that and you go, okay, 21, for the highest we had in that innings was 26. Mm-hmm. So he was almost top scoring in both innings. You know, it was the knock of the year, that one, but it's just so hard to take it away from a bowler that did so much over 2 innings and took 10 for.
Exactly.
But God, Travis Head's got to be feeling hard done by to not get player of the match at the same time. Like, it's really tricky.
Definitely. But like we just said, I reckon there was more than enough beer for Travis to not even care. Not even care.
Yeah.
But then, 100%. You've nailed that one as well. I think Starkey did deserve that. 100%.